Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Fake Grand Order. Ich bin es, euer MC. Beim letzten Mal sind wir hier weiter in der Höllenwelt von Salem gewesen, die immer mehr zu einer Hölle wird. Deswegen hat uns beim letzten Mal auch hier Mephisto hier angesprochen. Das war natürlich ganz nett von ihm. Oh Leute, übrigens das kleine Leute. Merlin ist in der Hut, Mann! Natürlich haben wir ihn jetzt endlich dabei. Wir wurden beim letzten Mal hier... wie gesagt, von Mephisto haben wir getroffen. Und wir haben hier immer mehr Seltsames gesehen. Abby macht hier irgendwelche seltsamen Rituale scheinbar. Und wurde hier deswegen von Hopkins verfolgt. Fast hier ins Gefängnis gebracht. Doch Sanson hat sie gerettet. Lavinia hat Hopkins ermordet. Und ich denke mal, langsam kommen wir auf den Höhepunkt in Sektion 7, 6 Not. Denn... heute ist der 30. April, was bedeutet, dass Walpurgisnacht ist. Die Nacht, an der die Hexen auftauchen. Die Welt möglicherweise im Chaos versinkt. Die Hölle auf Erden ist immer näher, was uns hier erwartet. Und ich denke, Salem steht bald vor dem Ende. The next morning, Salem, they see 7. Man! I didn't think it was gonna be this dark out. It might as well still be nighttime. Guess it's not something to do with the weird time nonsense. Ah! And nothing quite takes your mind off things like an ear-shattering scream in the morning. I don't even want to know what this is all about. The well outside. This all full of tar. And the mice gone are so rotten it looks like cottage cheese. Now, I'm going to make our morning porridge. How could the start of our day possibly get any worse? This is your concern. Would it kill you to grill some pork chops occasionally? So tired of porridge. It's not just an old porridge, it's my special cucumber porridge. And I have you know, cucumber porridge is made with... What are you shouting about so early in the morning, Auntie? Oh my God, Medea? Wer hat sie denn hier reingeschafft? Oh, Medea, haven't seen you in... Wait, what? Swear to God, that you'll never ever call me Auntie again. Yeah, I'm Medea. Wait, you can't be Medea. Okay, who are you? Just a little illusion to disguise me. The Queen of Sheba lent me some of her power. I might be a good maker, but the disguises are not a thing altogether, at any rate. The whole village is on total chaos. It's not just the well water. There's also a swarm of insects and birds. And of course, the pitch black sky. At this point, if the dead got up and stopped wandering around, I don't think I'd even bat an eye. Abby, you still have bad fever. Please, try to stay calm in bed. You've been sweating. In the night. Here, let me dry you off. Ah, Mesh, you're extricating. I feel great now. All I need was good night's sleep. I have to thank you, Mr. Ringmaster, again for all your help. I'm sorry, but I really do have to ask you to stay in bed. I know it's very dark outside right now, but it's still morning. Your fever's only gone down a little. I'll bring you some breakfast in bed, so please get some more rest. Okay, I do say as say, Mesh. Thank you. Mesh, could I ask you a favor? What is it? Do you think you can fight Lavinia for me? She must be scared out in the woods. All by herself, nowhere to go. Okay. And please don't punish her. Just make sure she gets on her boat. Ich dachte, die Seemänner sind eigentlich wurden alle gehängt, also gibt es eigentlich kein Boot mehr. Okay. I hold you to that. Town Hall. Personal Code. Oh, jetzt kommen sie wahrscheinlich mit den Flammen und wollen uns hier angreifen. Defendant Charles Henry Sanson. Oh, noch schlimmer. Sanson, ja stimmt, er hat hier gesagt, dass er in Wahrheit hier Hopkins getötet hat und steht nun vor Gericht. Can I talk to you for a moment, Maxie? I guess that Medea is Matahari then. Right, that Matahari disguised as Medea. I managed to speak to the Sansan alone earlier. I tried to give him some of my medicine, just in case. But he refused to accept it. You mean the medicine to fake your death? Right, the same stuff I heard from Matahari. I admit it's tricky to use them. It really does kill you, at least for a while. Still, he might end up needing, needing it depending on how this trial goes. But he refused to even entertain the possibility. Does he have some kind of plan on his own? What point could there possibly be in sacrificing himself? Just what is the dummy thinking? I think the only way we can save him is in court. I just don't get it. Why would he get out of his way to choose the more dangerous option? Why do men always do stuff like that? Order! This court is now in session, but before we begin, I would like a moment to silence the late Judge Hopkins, who devoted the last days of his life to hunting down the witches plaguing our fair town. Reverend, would you mind saying a few words of prayer? And that concludes the testimony of our brave constable who were on the scene. Lavinia Watley, Judge Hopkins, murderer, is still on the loose. Soldiers from the militia are searching for her as we speak, but are having no luck in this poor weather. Now, where's Abigail Williams, the other person of interest in this event? As a legal guardian, do you have anything to say on her behalf, Mr. Carter? Abigail currently is recuperating from her physical and mental exhaustion. I will be defending her. Very well. Now then, Charles Henry Sanson. You volunteered to serve as Judge Hopkins' bodyguard? However, you have completely failed in the charge of keeping him safe. And perhaps even more seriously, you assisted Lavinia in making her escape from the scene. According to Constable's testimony, you were acting virtually as a lunatic. Do you admit the truth of these allegations? I do. It's all true. Then it is clear that you were conspiring to murder his honor all along. What other explanation is there for this? Objection! We can't know what happened until Lavinia testifies. She's the daughter of the Watley family. She deserves every punishment she will receive. That family is nothing more than a pack of thieves. They no once attended mass. They are sinners. They always went around flashing their ill-gotten gains, acting like they were better than us. Lavinia's a witch. A witch. Order, order. Ringmaster Maxi. As the leader of your troop, I understand that you are here to defend Sanson's case, but you will watch your tongue in my court. Remember, this comes from the heels of the execution of one of your members, Matahari, who earned that sentence by attempting to lead our people astray. One could certainly draw the conclusion that they were acting on your orders. The only reason you still walk free is the absence of both evidence and accusation made against you. He's gone awfully far. Your Honor, I have evidence. Huh? Was? These people have been my guests, or so I thought. And they have been very good to my niece, however. If that is simply the way they operate, I may have unwittingly invited demons into my house. Ja, wir wissen es ja, dass er böse ist. Maxie, you will hold your tongue. Go on, Mr. Carter. They were harboring a criminal in our own village. One who was meant to be dead, no less. They are hiding Tituba out in the woods, even after she was supposed to have been executed. It seems the Samson guild is no longer in question. Take him to the hill. What? This is absurd. This is completely absurd. Stop this, uncle. Abby. I'm sorry, master. I tried to stop her, but she begged to let her go. Abigail, the decision has already been made. This can't be right. Samson isn't a sinner. Can't you all see that for yourself? He's only ever tried to do the right thing. How sure about that? Samson himself feels tremendous guilt over his sins, and is trying to atone for them. He will be punished according to the law. God-fearing people of Salem set down to protect our town. We are passing judgment on our fellow man. Isn't that what you should be? Or are you saying your conscience knows better than God himself? That's not fair. Why won't you understand? Uncle, is this what you wanted to happen all along? Did you invite the troop to stay with us, just so you could expose the sins? Is there anyone in this world who has never sinned? Is there any child of Eve unmarked by the serpent's deception? This becomes irritating. As you can see, my niece is thoroughly exhausted. She is in no state to contribute to rational discourse. My apology, Your Honor. Please, don't let it interrupt the proceeding any further. Very well. Now then, Ringmaster Maxie. As your complicity in these crimes has been exposed, you too must be made account for them. Normally I would have you taken into custody immediately. However, you and the troop are also the family of the condemned. As such, should you wish to attend his execution, I will grant you a request. What do you say? This is outrageous! Your request is granted, but be warned that any attempt to interfere will be dealt with harshly. Ich werde exekutiert. And stop glaring at me like that. I will not change nothing. Constables, keep a close eye on him. Hey, hands off! Stop trying to resist. Hold on, Abby. Do not lose sight of yourself. Stop this. Please stop this. This is wrong. Everyone is making terrible mistake. Ey, Sanson lässt jetzt hier nicht echt umbringen. Just Henry Sanson. If you would like to offer any prayer to God, I will hear them now. I finished my prayers to God long ago. These prayers are for those I executed myself. Then let God hear what you have to say. Master, you can't possibly be okay with this, can you? We don't have any tricks up our sleeve this time. Since he is incinerated, something really going to die. This will end our contract with him. Yeah, he will forget everything that happened to him after he was summoned to Chaldea. You're not seriously going to let that happen, right? If you're going to stop them, it's now or never. It's a tiny rural village, hardly any witness to worry about here. What are you waiting for? You can't do this, can't you? So go and do it, before he's gone for good. Senpai. Sanson. After taking many lives, lives of criminals, traitors and heretics, condemned men, every one of them, they deserved their deaths. Their sentence was more than enough to rob them for any hope they had. And what greater despair could there be in the absence of hope? But I continued to torture them far more than necessary. I humiliated them before crowds, inflicted pain and suffering on them for worse than death. This may be my only chance to atone for what I've done. Senpai! Senpai! They've already put a noose around Stern's neck. I've got to use a command spell. Don't do that! Stay out of this, Master. Robin? Hasst du ihn echt so sehr? Let Frenchie do this his way. He's not acting out of desperation. He's up here to help Chaldea with our mission. He fought long and hard and decided this was the only choice he had. If you trust him at all, Master, then you can't try to stop him. But if he was going to do this, why didn't he tell Master about it? 'Cause if he did, Master would stop him. And if he had, Matt, it might just be you're up there on the gallows now. Or even Master himself. And there'll be no coming back from that. I can't just let him sacrifice himself. Are you really telling me you went up against a demon god pillar without being prepared for any casualties? He's off Maxi, Robin. Of course, he knew what could happen when he came up here. Still, you're right. This is a trap. Son. Nein! Nein! Ich war mir sicher, irgendwas passiert. Ich war mir so sicher, irgendwas passiert und sie retten in dem Haben sie sich Sanson hier sterben lassen? Charles. Damn it. Well, are you happy now, you goddamn Hicks? How many people do your miserable shits need to watch die before you're finally satisfied? Or is it your life so freaking awfully you'd rather stick around watching good people suffer every damn day? What a form of it, wild little man. Pay him no heed, more importantly. Yes, your honor. I take Maxi into prison right now. God, good. I've sent soldiers on the roads, but there's no telling what they might try. Be on your guard. I see. If only I was a witch. A witch who had turned her back on the world of God. If I were the one true sin of this hollow Salem. An evil aura. Everyone, please listen to me. I have a confession to make. I would like to accuse myself. I'm a witch. I hid out in the woods and conducted evil rituals. I led my friends astray. Abigail, what are you saying? I'm a witch. I made sacrifices to summon a demon and chanted spells that blasphemed against God. Yeah, Abby's a witch. A demon led us astray. She's a witch. A filthy witch. Oh. It's a witch. Stone the one defending her too. They're both demons. Nessa. This is my punishment to bear. You don't have to endure this. The stones are a lot harder than the props in your place, right? So it's okay. This is not okay. I'm not okay with this. All of you listen. You would throw stones at your own neighbor. You would abandon your fellow believer. Then you, who wish for loneliness, take up a rock. You who despise love, go ahead, cast your stones. For I am Prince Neza, Marshal of the Central Altar, and I will not be crushed by anything less than the great boulder of 5-element mountain. It's okay, Neza. The stones don't even bother me. Ist Ihre Wunde verheilt? Anymore. Ah! The magical energy is off the chart. That looks just like a spirit origin being released. Does this mean Abby was the servant all along? Could she be an anti-hero witch? Did these trials end up creating an actual witch? How is this possible? It's not. Given all the crap she pulled, Hopkins was much better fit for an anti-hero. Abby, her threat is rapidly growing. Get back, Maxie. She's definitely a re-witch. Though I can't say I care for how blatant she's being about it. Now I see. So this is the stage that's been set for me. Isn't it right, Queen of Sheba? Well then, it's time to show what I can really do. Come at me, you little punk. I'll give you your first lesson in real witchcraft. Robineza, try not to hurt her. Und damit ist das, was wir schon von Anfang an wussten, war Abigail Williams die Original Witch. All diese Rituale, all das, was sie aufgeführt hat, war in Wahrheit hier im Endeffekt wahr. Alle Gerüchte, die wir gehört haben, sind wahr. Und am Ende ist sie eine Hexe. Fatal Battle. Die Hexe. Abigail. Bis jetzt. Leute, wieso hat von allen Servants... Oh mein Gott, was ist das für eine... Alter, okay, ich bin Game Over. Ich bin nicht Game Over, weil meine Schalter macht... Wieso sie Schalter resistet? Keine Ahnung. Egal, liebe Leute, jetzt ist es schon zu spät. Ich muss jetzt mit Schalter draufhauen. Was ist denn das für ein Bullshit? Wieso haut meine Schalter nicht vernünftig drauf? Ernsthaft. Das ist ein geiles Spiel. So, jetzt wurscht, Mann. Wir hauen drauf, Mann. Was soll man sonst, Mann? Auch wenn es resisted, was soll ich drauf machen? Mit Merlin ist drauf, Mann. Oh mein Gott, ist das ein Kack, Mann! Ich werde nur noch Komplettlösung lesen. Das ist der Fehler, wenn man keine Komplettlösung. Jetzt mache ich was. 50.000 Schaden. Nicht mal 50.000 und das mit Black Rail und allen möglichen. Es ist ein Bullshit, Mann. Ein Drecks-Bullshit, Mann. Mir fällt gerade auf, ich hasse sie. Egal, der Burn Damage killt sie. Burn Damage FTW! Ach, Leute, jetzt war... Ach. Natürlich was... Oh mein Gott, ich bin so schlecht, Mann. Ich weiß natürlich. Ich habe nur das Fragezeichen gelesen, aber ich weiß... Ja. Es war mein Fehler. Egal, ich stack sie zu Tode mit Burn Damage. Ich stack sie ernsthaft hart zu Tode mit Burn Damage, Mann. Das ist mir wurscht, Mann. Das klappt schon. So. Das ist mir so hart wurscht, Mann. Das ist echt nett, Mann. Oh mein Gott, ich weiß nicht, was ich da gedacht habe. Aber okay. Geht schon. Bei mir jetzt kannst du Schalter übrigens töten, Mann. Stört mich ehrlich gesagt ziemlich wenig. So. So leicht hast du jetzt nämlich kein MP hier raus. Versuch mal so. Burn Damage für FTW. Oh mein Gott, Mann. Oh, bin ich schlecht, Mann. Ich weiß doch, was wir für eine Klasse haben, Mann. Und ich fuck Schalter aus. Verdammte Extra-Klassen, seid verflucht, Mann. Ich hasse euch, Mann. Egal, Mann. Schalter schafft es, Mann. Easy peasy 33 Schaden. Ja, wir machen eigentlich ganz gut Schaden, Mann. Dafür, dass wir Class Disadvantage haben, Mann. Dein Class Disadvantage ist so für Langeweile, Mann. So. Au. Au. Meine Schalter managt es schon. Ich glaub an sie. Ich verstehe. Die Crits machen so hart keinen Sinn. Wieso in 100 Namen tut sie jetzt 100 Crits auf ihrer Arztkarte aufsagen? Sie ist ein Berserker. Es macht hart keinen Sinn. Okay, komm. Okay, jetzt kann sie auch Laser-Beams rausschießen. Why not? Why not? So, dann ist ja immer perfekt, dass ich jetzt aktuell mein Merlin habe, wenn ich so super cool kämpfe. Jetzt langsam, warte mal. Ah, ein Zug ist noch, ich mache jetzt. So, ich habe jetzt keinen Bock mehr, Merlin carried jetzt, Mann. Karneval, dann geht auch nächste Runde noch. Zack! So gut, Mann. So derbe gut, Mann. Aber jetzt beenden wir's. Zum Glück, Mann. Zum Glück, Mann. Das war ein schlechter Fight, Mann. Zum Glück muss er nur einen Breakbar schaffen, Mann. Das ist das Ding, in der Gamepress-Lösung steht immer, zwar so halbwegs immer, was kommt, was man machen muss, aber steht nie drin, was für Gegner kommen. Und ich habe jetzt nur gelesen, okay, ein Gegner einen Breakbar lösen und wir haben ihn immer gemacht. Ich lese aber jetzt nur genau, was es kommt, genau welche Gegner kommen. Das ist mir so hart wurscht, Mann. Egal, Jalta carried, Mann. Burn Damage forever. Danke. Merlin Buster Crit Monster. Also, Abigail ist nun offiziell eine Hexe, wir wussten es ja alle. Sie hat nun hier mehr oder weniger alle Hoffnung hier an Gott verloren und sich ihrem Hexenwillen hier komplett mit ihm eingelassen. Und wurde eben zu dieser Kreatur, die wir hier nun gerade sehen. Nicht schön, wirklich nicht schön. Bleibt die Musik so dramatisch, ne? The witch are fighting each other! Run away before they curse you! Did you see the twisted smiles? It was like the witches some have come to life! Huh? Abby! Abigail is back to normal. At least we kept her under control, but... now the villagers are going to be more afraid than ever. More side! Don't dare resist! We are taking the witch into custody. You two Wings, damned witch. I'm not a witch. I'm the queen witch. Hey, don't touch me. I can turn into a dog, you know. Senpai, what are you going to do now? Huh? No, stop. Please, don't take Senpai away. It's all up to you now, Mesh. Senpai! So good, man. Even the Hexenkönigin. Looks like it's you and me together this time, Maxie. Didn't think I'd be doing this team again. I guess I should be grateful that didn't hang me on the spot. I'm really light, so hanging would be a pretty long and painful death. I'm sorry. I just lost one of your friends. But hey, look on the bright side, Maxie. At least you've got a beautiful girl here to keep you company. Ah! I slipped! Ah! I hate this place! I fainted up to... I fainted up to here with the stale and slippery floors! Yeah, let me sit on your lap for a bit, Maxie. I guess Setsa is more anxious than she lets on. Hey, Maxie! If you care about me at all, even just a little, what do you say we get out of here together? Huh? I'm talking about this jail. I can get out of here whenever I feel like it, no problem. I mean, the outside world, beyond Salem. I'm still a master of Chaldea. Hey, wait a minute! You wouldn't happen to have a ridiculously high tolerance for poison, would you? Or maybe a protestic leg? I see. What's going on here? On a second thought, never mind. Just forget about it. Pull out her feathers one word. Nee, kitzeln wir sie. Stop! I'm sorry! I never do it again! Ah, Leute, sie wollte uns hier verzaubern, aber, also vergiften beziehungsweise, aber Mesh, dank Mesh hier und unserer Immunität zur Gift haben wir das überstanden. Hang on. We have an unexpected visitor, is that... We threw them in the bag. Don't worry, it's locked up tight. Oh, how kind of you. You shouldn't have. Okay, I'll let you have some privacy. If you need anything, just let me know. Thank you. Mr. Carter, von dem wir eindeutig ja gesehen haben, dass er böse ist. Irgendein Krim-Monster ist? Keine Ahnung. Well, if it isn't... The Demon God Pillar. Huh, when you figured it out? I wasn't sure until you told me just now. I see. Well, that's alright. You're my guest. That much hasn't changed. As your host, the very least I can do is give you a warm welcome. In fact, I came here to thank you for pacifying my niece after she gave everyone such a fright. No problem.
Seemed a fitting show for gratitude. After all, I hear you're a candidate for my niece.
So, is it so strange? I'm far from the demon god pillar to raise a human. And my own special trait come from the towns, after all. That's why it doesn't bother me to present myself as human, or to wear clothes, or to live in a house. In fact, I find it rather comforting. I suppose it would be a fair say that such a thing are precisely what led me to split from Goefia's conses. They feared death too much, at the point that they became fixated on it. I'm not like Fornes or Hagiti, nor do my values align with any of the other members of the 5 envoys, namely Baal, Zephyr, Andras and Phoenix. Now then, is there anything else you'd like to discuss? Are you here to kill us? I want you to understand my objective. Knowing will you help to make a more rational decision.
More like it'll be you manipulate us better. Why not tell us this from the start,
Because I failed with that batch. But now the time is right for me to tell you the truth.
Ha! Like you tell us any truth that might go further your own goals. Don't listen to anything he says, Maxi. That's the best thing you can do here. Otherwise, you'll fall into the same trap as the Queen of Sheba, one of your own making.
We could lose our only clue at saving Abigail. I am trying to save her. I promise you that much from the bottom of my heart. Du hast dein Herz? What did you do to her?
Maxi.
Our Goefia's objection was to save mankind. That has been true ever since we were born. That is precisely why Salem and Abigail were chosen. Salem is positioned on the border of sanity and madness. The wisdom of the modern age and the darkness of the Middle Ages are so closely entwined here as that they are always completely indistinguishable. There's no other place where the two extremes of humanity nature are so clearly laid bare. Furthermore, Abigail is blessed with a rare talent.
Talent? You mean aptitude as a witch?
Abigail is pure and innocent. She is better suited as a medium than a witch. Lavinia had talent for it as well, but Abigail was leaps and bounds beyond her. She was everything I could have hoped for and more. Thanks to her, I'm certain to succeed. What are you planning on making to her? Don't get me wrong, I'm not making her do anything. She will do this because she chooses to. She will complete a great work that we could not, the salvation of mankind, and she will do so through great pain. It is pain that is the basis of human happiness. Nothing in the world could be more valuable. Everyone feels pain in equal measure. Without it, well, you would all cease to be human. Is there worth far more than love and death could ever hope to be? Abigail will be its harbinger. Tomorrow, when the courthouse opens at dawn, she will be tried as a witch. And all is going well. Many have tried to save Abigail before, but none have ever succeeded. Even I was not up to the task. That is why I invited Chaldea here again. I expect great things of you, Mr. Maxi. Great things indeed. Pain.
Man, what a sick freak even for a demon god pillar. No wonder he ended up among the remnants. Wait, hang on a minute. What do you mean by that badge, Carter? Don't tell me you've been repeating the last several days trying to produce results. That's playing dirty, in multiple senses of the word. Have you no shame?
You're being looping time recreate history? Repeat, loop, recreate? What would be the point of that? I have no interest in moving backward. I only want to move forward towards suffering. All I did was compress that process. I speed up that cycle of life and death. It's possible to do that within the bounds of the town, especially after secured a source of magical energy. I tested for optimal condition, made adjustments and invited guests, which were an invincible factor.
You've been repeating that over and over, with no real end game to speak of, huh?
Leave Abby and these people out of your sick games. It seems you have the wrong idea. Not one person in Salem is here against their will. Even you all met the necessary condition. That is why I invited you. That was the god. It seems that visiting hours are up.
Hey! We're not done with our questions.
One last thing. Whose body is that? At this point, it's mine. I'm Randolph Carter. Freak. So, liebe Leute, der Demon God Pillar ist nun da. Und unsere gute Mesh ist nun im Endeffekt die letzte Hoffnung von Chaldea. Und natürlich uns. Bevor wir aber schauen, wie es weitergeht, machen wir jetzt einen kleinen Cut. Und beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter mit Fake Grand Order. Bis dann, auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.